Well, what the fuck is McMartin Preschool?
Unstinting belief that this had happened.
It was sensational and lurid and seemed to always be expanding.
1,400 children in this community have been ritualistically abused.
But were they?
Remember, this is about the finders. This entire fucking document, all of this shit is about the finders. And then we talk about some crime statistics from U.S. Customs. And then in the middle of this, on page 48, there's a map. Well, what is this map of? Why do I see a map of this obviously looks like something. I can make out the word tunnel here.
At this prominent Southern California preschool were accused of sexually molesting their young students.
This entire building, it looks like it's been mapped out. There's a tunnel? What would this be about? The tunnels found at McMartin Preschool. A preliminary report. A formal report will be released when forensic tests are concluded. A 45-foot tunnel, 9-foot wide, subterranean entrance found under the west wall of the dog room, classroom 4. Avocado tree roots on both sides of the entrance. Disney bag, copyright 1982, found 4.5 feet below the classroom floor, from 3 to 6 feet in from the entrance and under the foundation of classroom 4. Tunnel proceeded south, then east, 45 feet through classrooms 4 and 3, north, then east 10 feet within classroom 4.
Authorities now believe that at least 60 young children were victimized, and that the ultimate number could well be much greater.
Fueled by unskeptical press reports, the charges mounted on the evening news.
Tunnels were 30 inches wide to 44 to 46 inches deep, with the top of the tunnel 30 inches under the classroom floor. The footing between classroom 3 and 4 was arched, where the tunnel passed beneath and was 12 inches shorter in depth at this location. 4 large upright containers were found in the tunnels under the arch, obviously hand-placed.
Primary purpose for the alleged sexual abuse of children.
Becoming more and more bizarre.
Some children allege that a living creature was sacrificed on the church's altar.
More than 2,000 artifacts were found under the school floor, including over 100 animal bones.
The truth about Satanism is they truly do use blood, and they mix it with urine, and then they also use the real meat, the real flesh. This is what makes Satanism true, and this is what 1,200 molested kids in the city of Manhattan Beach have told the sheriff's department.
A small white plastic plate with 3 pentagrams, hand-drawn on top of light green paint, was found by the archaeologists in the stratified dirt in the playground.
In the DA's office, all kinds of doubts developed, particularly about the fact that the mother of the first complaining child was psychotic.
No doorknobs were on classroom 3's door, only a deadbolt lock. Each classroom had an on and off light switch labeled with fire alarm. System did not connect to fire station, but was used as an alert within the school.
The courts immediately sealed CII's interviews with the McMartin children. But the CII therapists shared demonstration videos like this one with the press and discussed their findings on television.
We have heard it 100 times or more from children. The same things, the same games, the same descriptions.
Okay, so in the finder's report, there's a fucking detailed sketch and information about what was found in a tunnel network under McMartin Preschool. Well, what the fuck is McMartin Preschool? Oh, that was another big fucking sex scandal from the 80s and 90s. An entire group, an entire classroom of children alleged that their teachers had sexually abused them and had them involved in satanic sex rituals. They told police and reporters that they were taken via tunnels under the school and were molested and killed animals and did all sorts of weird satanic shit. And people said, that's satanic panic. These kids have been coached into giving these answers. This never happened.
I can't say that I ever saw a videotape where kids said this happened to me. Never of their own account, spontaneously.
The interviews are upsetting to read because essentially what happened is the therapists unintentionally coerced the children into fabricating stories of abuse.
It was obvious in the interviews that all kinds of techniques were highly suggestible, highly pressuring, and is capable of creating false memories of abuse in children, often permanent memories.
And yet in the FBI report, there's an archaeologist paper talking about it doesn't speculate that there are tunnels. It said we went into the tunnels. In the tunnels. He's talking about being in the fucking tunnels. Finding containers in the tunnels. Finding pentagrams and shit in the tunnels. Finding hundreds of animal bones in the fucking tunnels. The tunnel exits exactly where the children said it would exit. What the f...
After his acquittal, Raymond Buckey made a few television appearances, like this one on The Larry King Show.
What do you want to do in your life?
I want to be left alone. I've seen what the news media can do to people in a crowded situation, and I don't want to be in LA, and I want to be left alone. Simple life. Simple life. Simple life.
Why is this in the Finders report? This was never publicly alleged to be connected with them. And yet, just in the middle, in a random fucking page, what is it? 49, page 48 and 49, fucking diagrams of the tunnel network, diagrams and explanations of what was found.
Simple life. Coerce the children into fabricating stories of abuse.
It was obvious in the interviews, creating false memories of abuse.
We have heard it 100 times or more from children. The same things, the same games, the same description.